Grand Rising Kings and Queens, E-Ray Taronic here, Master Weaver of Mystery Suspense Thrillers, as well as broadcaster of astrology. First, I'd like to thank you for being here with me today, lending me your ears, your eyes, and your time. I know it is valuable. Therefore, I will be sharing valuable information with you that will help you to navigate the week's upcoming challenges, take advantage of its opportunities, and even look forward to its blessings. Now, this is a weekly update that ranges from the 4th through the 10th, today until Saturday. So if you're looking for this video later on in the week, you can always go to my website, eraybooks.com. The current newsletter link is always there. Or you can go to Enchantress Press Astrology on YouTube. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, guys. The videos are always there. Now, if you, the days and degrees are always noted in the newsletter, by the way. So if you know your placements and you know you're within 3 degrees of the degree that I mentioned, then these energies will hit you heavier than anyone else. So it's essential to know your chart, guys. It definitely helps immensely. If you don't have your chart and you would like it, or you would even like a reading, hit me up. My prices are in the newsletter, which, by the way, is available. I implore you to check it out, as well as our spotlight for the month of April. Author, screenwriter, literary influencer, and podcaster on the Intentional Life Morning Show, LaJill Hunt. LaJill's latest novel, Large and in Charge, is available for purchase. Please do not forget to read and review. As you know, it most certainly is the bookish thing to do. Now, if you'd like to hear the synopsis or the sneak peek, you can find that on my timeline or in the newsletter. If you scroll all the way to the bottom, the videos are at the bottom of the newsletter. Now, for those of you privileged enough to be on Clubhouse and aim to live an intentional life, you're all about setting those intentions, join LaJill and the rest of the Intentional Life crew from 8:30 to 11 a.m., Monday through Friday on Clubhouse. Now, my literary kings and queens, on Thursday, on the 8th at 7 p.m., Diane Rembert will be chatting it up with author Navi Robbins. Well, they will be delving into his catalog and talking about his newest release, Soul Survivor. Then on Tuesday, next week, April 13th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Diane Rambert will be chopping it up with Entice, the creator, where she will be talking about deal making in the industry, how she does it, and what you can expect when dealing with a literary agent. So please feel free to stop by and soak up this industry knowledge on Tuesday, April 13th at 7 p.m. Now, without any further ado, let's get into it. Now, remember, we're still under the guise of the energies of the new moon that just passed on the 28th. So if you want to go back and listen to last week's video, feel free, because what I revealed under that full moon still applies. But today we're going to go over the major transits that will be happening this week and how they will affect your sign. Now, currently the sun is at 14 degrees Aries and it's stationed with Mercury, Venus, Chiron, and Lilith. So it's important to know your truth so that you're not misled in any way today in love or in finances. Because this is a time to heal conversations in love, and it's the time for communication that comes in that heals your finances, as well as opportunities for you to indulge in pleasure pursuits, you want to be careful, even more so, that you're not misled, because you have that good fortune coming in, you know. So don't let anybody take advantage of you where your love or your money is concerned, okay? Don't be anybody's fool. In addition to that, be mindful of not overdoing it. Remember to control those knee-jerk reactions when it comes to communicating with others. The tongue is a powerful weapon, and you don't want to be out there harming others by what you say, okay? Because communication did just move into Aries, I will go over the transit. It actually just like last night. I'll go over that transit with you again as I did last week so that you know what you can expect in the realm of communication while Mercury is in Aries. So Aries, you are actually first up, 425. Aries, Sun, Moon, or Rising on the 6th, which is, I believe, Tuesday. Yes. Jupiter and Aquarius, or Jupiter in Aquarius, is semi-square Chiron in your sign, both at 22 degrees, okay? This is about friends and high hopes, even healing your image through them, where you've taken a back seat in your life's decisions, allowing friends to influence them. It's time to take back the reins, Aries, okay? Be mindful of those around you who may only covet you know, what's yours, your money, your position, your spouse, your job. Healing is here, but I implore you to break ties with the poison apples, because now is your time to team up with the right people here. Okay, this is about you and friends. Now on the 9th, Saturday, the planet of restriction and responsibilities, in Aquarius, your sector of friends and goals, is going to be trying the true node in Gemini. Okay, your sector of communication, siblings, and things like that. Both will be at 12 degrees. This is about favorable communications within your networks of people, or even communication coming through friends, siblings, about your foundation or about your goals even with them. You know, even the goals you hold with them. This is favorable, but avoid letting others abuse the influence or authority you may garner now. If someone has been using you or profiting off of you with the help of others, today, that day on the 9th, that's the day that you might see that end, you know, that usage of you end, or them receiving their karma. Now, your ruler, and that could be friends, that could be a sibling, that could be anyone within your networks of people. Your ruler Mars in Gemini is giving you the drive and passion to communicate your needs and desires. But as a side note, you might get news that somebody's getting released from jail today. Now, on April the 3rd, yesterday, Mercury, the planet of skills and communication, entered your sign, okay? You're the focus, Aries. You're the focus of conversation, okay? So it's time to showcase how quick-witted you can be. Of course, career as well as home and family can have some snags in communication, but you have favorable conversations coming in as it pertains to your romance, your creativity, your children, as well as long distance travel, the way you think, the things you preach, and things like that. So your skills, whether near or far, are admired. Romantic advances can come your way from near or far. Your creative endeavors and your creativity are pulling people in. Even your children may want to chat with you. So it's a time to instill some jewels of knowledge. This is a powerful time where you can smooth out rough communication. But remember that the South Node is there. So if you get contracts coming in, make sure that you read the fine print. You want to get paid what you're truly worth. Opportunities are there, and they're illuminated and communicated to you through people within your networks and your siblings as well, possibly, or even during short distance travel. So friends are ushering in opportunities and assistance that has to do with your highest aspirations, okay? All right, let's move along to 7:52, to Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Rising. On April the 6th, Jupiter in Aquarius is semi-square Chiron in Aries, both at 22 degrees. This is about friends and high hopes and healing your image through or with them. Where you may have taken a back seat in your life's decisions, allowing friends to influence them, it's time to take back the reins. Be mindful of those around you who may only covet what is yours, whether it's your money, your position, or your job. Healing is here, but I implore you to break with poison apples at this time, because now's your chance to team up with the right people with Jupiter here. Now, this is your area of career is semi-squaring an area already being nourished with healing, which is secret, sacrifice, solitude, and closure. Okay, so a secret could be revealed to you in career that could provide closure for you, but you might not necessarily like the news. Okay, so you want to look out for that. Now on April the 9th, Saturn in Aquarius is trying the true node in Gemini, both at 12 degrees. This is about favorable communication within your networks of people, or even communication coming in through friends as to your foundation or your goals. This is favorable, but avoid letting others abuse the influence and authority you may garner now, okay? If someone's been using you for profit with the help of others, today is the day you can see them, or the 9th, is the day you can see them receiving their karma or their usage of you coming to an end, okay? Now that's whether that is a friend, because let's see. Yeah, that's whether it may have been even money, okay? Because that's your sector of personal resources and finances. So that could have been a friend or someone in career using you for personal finances, okay? As a side note, you could get news that someone is being released from jail today. Look out for this action being taken place, like I said, in career or personal finances, is for that usage of you. Now, on the 3rd, Mercury moved into Aries, okay, at 0 degree, and that speaks as to your skills and your communication. Okay, the focus for you is on secret, sacrifice, solitude, and closure, along with the communication coming through those areas. So shocking opportunities can be communicated to you where you have a chance to grow your finances and career. This could be behind a behind the scenes project. Secrets you've been hiding and sacrifices you've made could come to the surface as a topic of conversation as well when Mercury is in Aries. So be mindful of what you say. Favorable communication comes into the sector of family, and it's your shared finances that sees this goodness. And home-based business could feature for you as a source of communication regarding shared finances. Endings are happening and talks of new beginnings come in as it pertains to home and family, and hush-hush projects could show to be fruitful for you. Now, let's see, we're talking about Aries, right, for you. Okay, so if you have that friction and, some friction as far as secrets being told and things like that, that could be at work as well. That also could be things about your health that they could be discussing. But it could be a Libra person, Sun, Moon, or Rising. So you want to watch out for that. Or they could be gossiping about you. So you want to watch out for telling them something you don't want to tell them. Okay. Now, the only thing you have to watch out for as far as travel is across the board. Okay, so your cars and things like that, communication coming in that you might have to get something fixed for your vehicle. You might have snags in communication between you or someone within your networks of people, like your sister's car breaks down, your brother's car breaks down, your friend's car or something. You got to go pick them up. It could be anything like that, okay? Or they might not make it, in time or something like that. But not everyone is going to agree with you during this time as well. So, like I said, be mindful of what you say. Not everyone is going to favor your talents at this time, and that's okay. It is what it is. You try in that area, though, of your talents and what you think and what you speak, so you should be able to smooth things over regardless. Also, secrets may be revealed to you at this time. And lastly, like I said, keep up maintenance on your vehicle because you could receive communication as to car repairs being needed. Now, let's move along to Gemini. Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Rising. On April the 6th, Jupiter in Aquarius is semi-square Chiron and Aries, both at 22 degrees. Now, this is about your friends and your high hopes, even healing your image through them, where you have taken a back seat to your life's decisions, allowing friends to influence them. It's time to take back the reins in your own life, okay? Be mindful of those around you who may covet what is yours, whether it's your money, your position, your spouse, or your job. Healing is here, but I implore you to break ties with poison apples because now's your chance to team up with the right people with Jupiter here. This is your area of long distance travel, education and skills, what you think and what you preach, along with friends and goals. That's what's aspected for healing at this time. So you could find yourself making up with a friend who you previously had a falling out with or disagreement with on the 6th. Okay, I think that's Tuesday. Now on the 9th, Saturn in Aquarius is trying the true node in Gemini, both at 12 degrees. Ooh, this is really good for you because you trying Aquarius is one of your sister signs, okay? So, ooh, this is really great for you, especially if you have placements in your chart between, I would say, like 10 or 9 and 15 degrees. This is really good for you. Favorable communication within your networks of people or even communication coming in through friends as to your foundation and goals happens. This is favorable, but avoid letting others abuse your influence or the authority that you have, okay? If someone has been using you for profit or gain, this could be a time where you could see them receiving their karma, even if they're using other people to use you. Or their usage of you could simply come to an end. As a side note, you could get word that somebody is getting released from some type of confinement today. Now, aspected here are your areas of self, along with long distance travel, education and skills, the way you think and the things you preach. As a Gemini, this is extra favorable for you, okay? And it's shining on everything you're about, basically, your philosophy. So goals can be accomplished on that day. You should definitely get some good news, especially if you're within those placements, because that's very good for you. It's good for Libra as well. Now, on the 3rd, yesterday, like last night, Mercury moved into Aries. So I'm going to go over with you your communication that you can expect while Mercury is in Aries. This is about friends and high hopes for you. And some communication could come in pertaining to delayed or unavailable funds now, okay? Maybe shared finances between you and friends could hit a snag. Communication could come in as to finances, seeing some type of issues. These issues could muck up new beginnings that you were trying to have regarding something you're passionate about. It also could be a friend borrowing money from you, could need to borrow money from you. But opportunities and assistance is communicated your way from afar regarding you showcasing your skills, the way you think and the things you preach. So take advantage of those resources, because that could help you to, that could actually help you meet somebody in love or bring a creative project your way, okay? Now, for those of you, favorable communication, favorable communication through siblings or your networks of people, as well as short distance travel will come in to brighten your month. You're very well liked by the people around you, okay, Gemini? Some of those relationships are favorable, but remember the South Node is there. So those relationships could use some reworking. If they bring you down to a lower level or keep you from growing, that's how you know it's not really benefiting you. It's just as simple as that. If it causes you to focus on things that don't speak as to your legacy, then what's the point? You don't want to go there. Now, Cancer. Let's move along to Cancer. Cancer, 1722, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising. On April the 6th, Tuesday, Jupiter in Aquarius is semi-square Chiron in Aries, both at 22 degrees. Let me turn to Cancer. Where have you taken a back seat in your life's decisions, allowing friends to influence them? Wherever that is, you need to take the reins back. Now, most likely, this will be in the area of, like I said, it could have to do with friends and high hopes, but it will be about shared finances. So it could deal with maybe someone cheating you with money, as far as money dealings that you have in relation with them, your passions, things you're passionate about, endings and new beginnings could also be happening as far as your friends and your goals, okay? Now, let me stay on task, because I gotta read what I wrote first, and then I'll go into the extra stuff. Be mindful of those around you who may only covet your money, your position, your spouse, etc. Healing is here, but I implore you to break ties with poison apples, because now's your chance to team up with the right people, because Jupiter's here. Okay, this is your area of shared finances, endings and new beginnings, as I said before, things you're passionate about along with your career. So you normally square that area, but like I said, healing is here and to be ushered in. You have to be mindful, though, of not being too gluttonous, with this goodness coming in with that Aries, that squares you in career and mastery. So even if you don't have a job, it squares you as far as, who you are as a person, what you're all about, So you don't want to, with that semi-square there, you've got that healing coming in, helping that, maybe even finances or something came in to help you, but it's squaring, so you might be overindulging in certain things. So you want to be mindful that you're not overindulging. You could also see delays because of the semi-square. I just want to say that in some projects, in some aspect, because let's see, you automatically square Okay, yeah, that's it. I don't wanna, because that might not happen, so I don't want to put that out there. Now on April the 9th, Saturn in Aquarius is trying the true node in Gemini, both at 12 degrees. This is about favorable communication within your networks of people, or even communication coming in through friends as it pertains to your foundation or your goals. This is about someone using you for profit, or using other people to use you for profit. You could see them getting their karma on the 9th, or their usage of you coming to an end. And remember, that was about shared finances, somebody using you in shared finances because they know this is something you're passionate about, so they're going to cheat you, okay? Or and it could be something that's secret too, something that's private, something you might not want everybody to know about, so they're taking advantage, okay? So that might end. Now, as a side note, you could get word that somebody is being released from some type of confinement on the 9th. Your areas of secret, sacrifice, solitude, and closure, as well as shared finances, new beginnings, and endings, even what you're passionate about, is a focus during this transit, okay? Shared finances that come in secretly or through hush-hush projects can allow you to have the new beginning you've been looking for. You could also see a shared debt that you have with someone else ending. Okay, I was going to say low key, that also could be a friendship ending. But anyway, now on April the 3rd, last night, Mercury moved over into Aries at 0 degree. I'm sorry, these glasses are really hurting my head. Although this speaks as to one being able to use communication and skills, even one's social position to gain success, you want to be discerning not to be swindled out of money or love, okay? The focus as it pertains to communication and skills is on career for you, okay? So let's go over the snags in communication and where you could have blockages in utilizing your intellect or showcasing your skills. Those areas are self, attitude, first impressions, and your relationships within career, okay? How are you hurting yourself is what you want to ask. Are you speaking to others the way you want to be spoken to? Communication and relationships must evolve if the relationship itself is to do the same, okay? Everything has to level up. Communicate and honor your transformation that you wish to see. Set your intentions by expressing it via voice or even through your skills, okay? I think I talked about those intentions. Remember, I talked about in the announcements about the Intentional Life Club. If you can go on Clubhouse, LaJill Hunt and the Intentional Life crew from 8:30 to 11 are on Clubhouse setting their intentions. And it's an open space and a comfortable space where you can go and you can speak your intentions, okay? Because they open the floor at one point and they allow you to do that, okay? That would be wonderful for you to voice that and put it out into the air. Then you can start putting things into action and into play. It strengthens what you're trying to do, very much so, okay? Whatever your art is, you want to speak your truth. Now, favorable communication and career regarding your skills looks good in the areas of work, health, and daily routines, as well as where you are of service to others. This is making you money and helping you gain resources, okay? You'll be bringing money and resources through you being of service to others as well. You could also get good news about your health or the health of a coworker even. Now, opportunities and assistance communicated to you in career are coming in through your area of secret, sacrifice, solitude, and closure, as well as shared finances, your passions, endings, and new beginnings, okay? You are granted opportunities and assistance with working on your passions so that you bring in shared finances between you and another in career. A sacrifice could have to be made, though, but it looks beneficial. These projects will be on the low, okay? So they will be secret projects. Leo, sun, moon, or rising, okay? My rising sign. Now on April the 6th, and this is Scorpio in career as well. On April the 6th, Jupiter in Aquarius is semi-square Chiron and Aries, both at 22 degrees. This is about friends and high hopes, even healing your image through or with them. Where you've taken a back seat in your life's decisions, allowing friends to influence them, it's time to take back the reins, Leo. Which you usually don't do that. Leo is usually the one who's, forging forward. But if you have been, it's time to take back the reins. You want to be mindful of those around you that may only covet what is yours, your money, your position, your job. Okay? Healing is here, but I implore you to break ties with poison apples. This is your chance to team up with the right people with Jupiter here. Okay, for you, Leo, this involves your sector of relationships as well as long distance travel, people you're dealing with from afar, education, skills, the things you preach, how you think. Okay, here is an opportunity to heal communication and relationships, even with those, like I said, at a distance from you. You could also be setting the record straight this season as to your skills and your philosophy. Now, on the 9th, Saturn in Aquarius is trying the true node in Gemini, both at 12 degrees. This is about favorable communication within your networks of people, or even communication coming in through friends and goals. Okay. Now, this is normally your area. Let's see, Aquarius is your area of personal finances. Okay. And Gemini is your area of secret sacrifice and solitude. No. It's not. Let me go back. I'm still on Leo. I'm sorry. I'm on Cancer. Sorry. Aquarius is your area of relationships. Lord have mercy. And Gemini is your sector of friends and high hopes. Okay? They will be trining each other. This is some goodness coming to you as far as your relationships and as far as your friends and your goals. Now, avoid letting others abuse your influence and the authority that you have. If someone has been using you to profit off of you, even through the help of others, today is the 9th is a day where you might see them receiving their karma, or even their usage of you coming to an end. But as a side note, you could get word that somebody is being released from some type of confinement. Okay. This involves your area of, like I said, relationships as well as friends and goals. So that could be a friend or someone that you deal with in general, being released from some type of confinement. Now, reach for the stars, Leo, but maintain your integrity. Remember that you have the support of Mars here, challenging you to put energy into your highest aspirations. And with friends here assisting you, you're sure to move closer to your goal. Okay, so the 9th is a good day for you. Now, on the 3rd, Mercury, the planet of communication and skills, entered Aries. That was last night. Okay. It speaks as to your communication and skills, as to using your communication to gain a high social position. If you're involved in a lawsuit or a legal matter, communication could come in as to that now. Communication and skills are being healed in your area of long distance travel, education and skills, the way you think, the things you preach. You're healing the area of self and first impressions, how people see you. And it's because of the skills that you have. It's because what you say, if somebody had a misunderstanding about you before, you could be setting the record straight now. Remember, creativity, romance, children, they're looking good, even though the South Node is there. So most of those people are probably overindulging. Your children, you within creative endeavors, spending too much money. You could be just overindulging. So you want to be mindful of that. People may see you as greedy and gluttonous as well because of the favor you're garnering and because of the goals you're attempting to accomplish. But it is what it is. Don't allow gossip to throw you off kilter, Leo. Keep going, okay? Heal, forge forward. Friction in communication or skills when going abroad or when coming from someone at a distance from you will have to do most likely with gossip, with somebody's talking. Someone could be nitpicking your philosophy, what you preach, what you're all about. Your daily habits could also be rubbing someone the wrong way or affecting your health, okay? You're moving up. You're becoming a contender to some people who might not have even been looking at you as a contender. So you want to be, mindful of that. Your work, health, daily routines, and where you are of service to others is a focus. Is your environment healthy for you? You want to be mindful that you're in a healthy environment, because it's time to ditch some people who have negative ways. If it's gossip, don't hesitate to check yourself if you're the one gossiping, okay? Because it'll come back around. People will be revealing secrets and things like that. So you don't want to be, at some point in this month, I think it's around the 14th or something like that. Is it? I think, yeah. Anyway, Mars will move over into Cancer. That's your sector of secret, sacrifice, and solitude. People will be gossiping about you, like a lot, okay? So you want to be mindful that right now, you're not saying anything that's going to come out later around that time on the 14th when the troubles come in, okay? When the energy and the challenges come in, okay? You don't want them to give them anything extra to say. Now, hush-hush projects, so make sure nobody's misconstruing what you say. If you say something to somebody and they repeat it, you need to make sure that you're clear. Your communication is clear when you say something, because under this transit, especially around the 14th, somebody could take something you say and run with it and lie and say you said something else, okay? So keep receipts. I don't care if you have to record it, because I will quick record somebody. I'm not even going to lie to you. I'll make sure that, you know, you have to make sure you're covered. You know, you can't just trust anybody. You can't do that, okay? Screenshot. Make sure you have your evidence, okay? Your receipts. Anyway, let me move along. And like I said, if it's you talking, cut it out, because it's going to come out. Hush-hush projects could be causing you to have to reorder some things. Scorpio, this means you in career as well. Now, anyway, hush-hush projects could be causing you to have to reorder some things. If you get challenging news about the health, remember to tackle issues one day at a time, okay? You can do this. Don't let things stress you out. Opportunities are communicated your way, which assists or heals things you've said previously, okay? Now, you have those opportunities through true friends and the relationships you harbor. They'll speak up for you, like, no, that's not what happened. That's not what she said, you know, or he said. So you do have that, you know, the good people looking out for you. Don't resist updating your education now, though. So if you wanted to take that YouTube course, go to school, read up on something, you know, you can read a book to read up on something. You don't necessarily have to take a class, but just make sure you take those opportunities. Snag out those opportunities that are at a distance from you, coming to you from friends. It'll all help you grow. Relationships with those that you call friend are assisting you towards your highest aspirations. Okay, Leo? All right, let's move along to Virgo. 3252. All right, Virgo, sun, moon, or rising. Okay. I want to put my glasses on, but I can't because they're hurting my head. So I have to go back and forth. Anyway, on the 6th, Jupiter in Aquarius is semi-square Chiron in Aries, both at 22 degrees. This is about friends and high hopes, even healing your image through or with them. Where have you taken a back seat in your life? Life's decisions, allowing someone to influence them. Now it's time to take the reins back. You want to be mindful of those around you who may only covet what's yours, your money, your position, your job. Healing is here, but I implore you to break ties with poison apples, because now is your chance to team up with the right people with Jupiter here. These are your sectors of health, work, daily routines, where you are of service to others, as well as shared finances, endings, new beginnings, and which you are passionate about. Healing is needed in your sectors of finances and things you are passionate about. Something needs to end or may come to an end at work or in health as well. Even if it involves your daily routines, Jupiter is here working for your benefit. The end result is for the best regardless, okay? Whether it feels like it initially or not. Now on the 9th, Saturn is in Aquarius. It's going to be trying the true node in Gemini, both at 12 degrees. This is about favorable communication within your networks of people, or even communication coming in through friends as to your foundation or goals. It could even be the goals you harbor with them. This is about This is favorable, I'm sorry, but avoid letting others abuse your influence or authority that you have, okay? Someone might be using you to profit off, to profit off of you. And if they have been on this day, on the 9th, that could be coming to an end, okay? That could be, or you could see them getting their karma, either way. As a side note, you could have get word that someone is being released from jail or some type of confinement, even if it's because of their health or something like that. Okay, now this transit involves your sectors of work, health, daily routines, and where you are of service to others. So that's probably somebody that you work with, or that was sick or something like that. They were probably getting a clean bill of health, coming back to work or something like that. Now, the blessing is here, and it's aspecting your area of career. Maybe this is where you'll see a blessing from that ending that was ushered in previously on the 9th. Now, on the 3rd, last night, Mercury moved into Aries, the planet of communication and skills. If you're involved in a current lawsuit or legal matter, you could get communication coming in now. But anyway, this is your sector of shared finances, your passions, your endings, your new beginnings. Friends and goals may conflict, as well as romance, creativity, and children. Friends could be throwing a wrench in your plans, whether romantically or creatively, as far as communication goes. Communication about shared finances can slow down. You may have spent too much money. Okay, you could face some resistance with your goals, but you can do it. Just take it one step at a time. Hang in there. Even if a friend or two are not on board with some of your goals, you'll see favor in home and family, as well as secrets, sacrifice, solitude, and closure. So communication as to secret projects comes your way. Of course, this is as it pertains to shared finances, where you can make money between you and another. Your passions, it'll be something you're passionate about. It could be about endings or new beginnings as well. Hush-hush projects that you've worked on are not or are asked to work on allow you to do something you're passionate about. Sacrifices you've made could bring in money to build shared finances. So allow these endings to happen so that your rebirth is ushered in. Chiron is in Aries, which means that healing is happening in your shared finances and within things that you're passionate about. Favorable endings and favorable new beginnings happening. Okay, things being healed, or things being healed, and you end a relationship amicably, or things are healed and you revive a relationship. But anyway, assistance and opportunities is communicated your way, or are communicated your way. This could be about shared finances, your passions, endings, and new beginnings, and it has to do with career and work. It has to do with your health. It has to do where you are of service, where you are of service to others, even your daily routines. So an opportunity to work on your passions while building your shared finances is here. Endings in other areas may happen. You could, you can only do so much. So be mindful that you're not overdoing yourself. What do you really want? Communicate what you want, Communication also comes in illuminating the opportunity to work on health and nutrition. Okay, now since I'm doing the other half of the zodiac in a separate video, I bid you adieu, abundant blessings to you kings and queens, and let's navigate the week with confidence and compassion. Bye now.